Kia ora koutou. Ko Angela Caves tōku ingoa, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to the Bay of Plenty Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name is Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead for Digital Boost. It's my pleasure to be hosting you this afternoon. Welcome to our audience who have joined us here in the webinar. Thank you for coming to hear about the breadth of support that is available to the Bay of Plenty business community. On the webinar with me this afternoon, I have got Lats, who is an Employment Liaison Advisor from Connected, our collaborating partner on this conference. I'm going to hand over to Lats, who's going to do some webinar housekeeping for our audience and then introduce our guest speaker. So welcome, Lats.
Awesome, thank you, Angela. So kia ora koutou and welcome to those who have joined us today. Ko Ladavon Sangon tōku ingoa. My name is Ladavon and I am the Employment Liaison Advisor for Connected, based here in Whakatane. For those joining us today, you can see and hear us, but we can't see nor hear you. If you do have any questions or comments throughout today's session, please feel free to just pop those in the chat or the Q&A function available at the bottom of your screen, and we'll be happy to address any questions towards the end of the presentation. Please note that our sessions are being recorded and will be uploaded to a YouTube playlist on the Digital Boost channel for post-event viewing. All registered attendees will be provided a link to this via email. It is now my pleasure to introduce you all to Andrew Watson, who is the General Manager at the Eastern Bay Chamber of Commerce. Kia ora, Andrew.
Kia ora, Lats. So yeah, welcome everyone, and sharing the screen. There we go. So yeah, thank you, Lats, for that introduction. Yeah, I'm Andrew Watson, the General Manager for the Eastern Bay Chamber of Commerce. We're based in Whakatane, but we cover the whole of the Eastern Bay of Plenty. I've been in the role 8 months and thoroughly enjoying working with the many and varied organisations that are represented in our region. Just quickly what we'll be going through today. So being a membership organisation, we're obviously looking for, or we're supported by our sponsors, and they play an important part in what we do and who we are. And yeah, we're really grateful for the support that we get from our sponsors. So I'll talk a little bit about who we are, what we do, and the benefits of chamber membership. So yeah, first of all, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. So our principal sponsors, you can see there, Focus Chartered Accountants in Whakatane, Toi Ohomai, Nova Energy, Whakatane Mill Limited, First Credit Union, HEG, Te Whare Wānanga o Awanuirangi, Nicholson Auto, and the Beacon, the Whakatane Beacon. We also have some National Alliance partners, which you would have heard of from if you attended any of the other chamber presentations. And these National Alliance partners support our members through discounts and offers to our members. So what I'd like to do is talk about who we are, where we started, where we are now, and then talk about the benefits that we have coming up. I'd also appreciate if you could hold any questions till the end, rather than sort of jumping in at the time. So who are we? The earliest mention of the Whakatane Chamber of Commerce dates back to 1913. William Sullivan and Sydney Shapley were our founding members. And if any of you are familiar with Whakatane, you may recognise those names, Sullivan Lake and the Pink Plumbers, Shapley and Co. So they were people within the early days of Whakatane, and they helped support business way back then. So yeah, since the early 1990s, we've focused on the whole of the Eastern Bay rather than just Whakatane, and we work closely with the other chambers that are nearby, so the Tauranga Rotorua chambers. We're also affiliated with the New Zealand Chambers of Commerce, who in turn affiliates with the International Chambers of Commerce, reaching over 22,000 member businesses worldwide. And the purpose, what we're here for, is to connect local businesses with the support, advocacy, and opportunities they need to thrive. And that's really important, and that drives everything that we do. So what do we do? We've channeled our work really into 4 main pillars of activity. So that's education, connection, advocacy, and support. Everything we do around this is all, for our members, is all based on these 4 pillars. So education is a big part of what we do. Small businesses are often made up of people who are great practitioners in their own right. So they may be the most amazing plumbers, builders, educators, engineers. But what we do is we can help them with understanding the business environment. And there's a number of ways that we do that. We run a lot of events, and that's where we work with our members. So business breakfasts, where we often, that's a good time of day for the people who like to start early and join the chamber before they go into their day's work. And it really is about helping our member businesses grow their knowledge and experience, and then for others to share their experiences for the benefit of everyone. There's a lot of changes to the business world, and it can be difficult to keep up with everything that changes. As a chamber, we work with businesses and government agencies to bring you up-to-date information on industry trends, changes in legislation, or tips and tricks to make your business more effective. We do this through breakfast sessions, seminars, lunch and learn events, and webinars. Also, in conjunction with the Auckland Chamber, we support the Cadet Max initiative. It's an initiative that helps young people who are looking for work but lack the experience they need to successfully apply for jobs. The Cadet Max program teaches them how to structure a CV, how to dress appropriately for an interview, and then builds their confidence to seek meaningful work. At the end of the program, the cadets are paired up with employers who are looking for someone to join their team and learn from the ground up. And there's also some MSD support for that program, and there's the potential to offset perhaps some of the initial costs of recruitment. Because we're aware that when you first take somebody on, they are not necessarily fully productive. And so with that support, we're able to help these people get into business. In terms of connecting people, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's a phrase that's bandied around quite a lot. In order to succeed in business, we need to make contact with people who can supply us with goods or services, will purchase our goods and services, or will provide referrals to others about our offerings. Mixing with people who are like-minded can open doors that we previously didn't know existed. As I mentioned earlier, our purpose is to connect local businesses with the support, advocacy, and opportunities that they need to thrive. The Chamber runs regular networking events where members can meet, get to know each other, and hopefully find ways that they can work together for mutual benefit. Our monthly BA5, or Business After 5, events are a way to showcase a member's business while socialising with other members, catching up, or forging new alliances. Our Women in Business arm of the Chamber runs quarterly networking lunches with guest speakers, and at the Christmas event, we raise money for a local charity. The Ladder Young Professionals is for emerging leaders who are under 40 years of age. They meet on a regular basis to network and hear from guest speakers with the aim of learning more about running a business. The Business Excellence Awards are run once every 2 years, and they're pitched as the premier business event in the region. We generally have around 500 guests at a black tie event to acknowledge and celebrate the success of businesses across the region. The awards process provides businesses with an opportunity to learn more about their strengths and areas that they could work on to build a better business. More information on this will be coming out shortly, so keep an eye on our website or Facebook page for more information. The awards event this year is going to be on August the 12th, so set your diaries for that, and it's going to be a big event. Advocacy is probably one of the less visible or less noticeable activities that the Chamber operates in. While members see us at events or training sessions, what is not so visible is that we represent the business community when meeting with representatives of local and central government. We're involved in regular meetings with other business leaders and economic development agencies across the Eastern Bay. Once a month, I meet with the media and offer insights on behalf of the business community. Last week, for example, I was contacted by the Minister for Small Business asking what the government could do to assist small businesses in this area. And we had a really good discussion about some of the things that our businesses are looking for and how central government may be able to help. The chambers in Tauranga, Rotorua and Whakatane meet quarterly to discuss what is trending throughout their business and sharing ideas for support of their local businesses. So it's about bringing together our skills with skills of the other regions for the benefit of the members. And the fourth pillar is support. So we're supporting our members. So we're here for them. We provide support by connecting our members to each other through networking events and encouraging members to work with other members through our member directory. Members and their current promotions or successes are profiled in our weekly mail outs and social media posts. As a member of the chamber, you get an allocation of free advertising with us. Any business can register for the Regional Business Partnership, which is run in conjunction with the Ministry for Business, Innovation and Employment and the Callaghan Institute. This initiative provides co-funding for eligible businesses to learn about aspects of business that will help them take their business to the next level. Through our National Alliance partners, member businesses can take advantage of discounted prices, training and travel. So there's a number of different ways that we support our businesses to become more successful in what they do. And that's certainly one of the good reasons to become a member of the chamber. So looking at reasons to join the chamber, we've got 8 reasons there for you to look at. Greater savings, so discounts through our National Alliance partners and through member-to-member promotions. Greater membership, so that people like you, networking, getting to know other people that are running small businesses, and by talking to each other, we can help each other out. We've got access to business resources, so through our networks with government, with other employer associations, we can help you with any queries relating to starting a business, improving your business, employee management, and anything that your business needs. We can put you in touch with the right people. So greater training through the use of RBP or through our lunch and learn sessions. Greater credibility. Being a member of the chamber is something that is good to have within your business. The chambers across the world are recognised as being very valuable to businesses, and being a member is a very good credential to have. So greater support. So your chamber is focused on supporting you in whatever way we can to improve your business and make your life easier. Greater advocacy, as I mentioned, talking with central, local government, with other employment agencies, environmental and economic agencies, we're able to help. And then greater networking. So through us, you can meet a lot of people across your region that are doing similar things, may have similar concerns, and between us all, we can work together to make things better. So just a few of the coming up, the Casey Clinic, skin care clinic last week, 2 weeks ago, and they're now showcasing what they do. The 8th of March is International Women's Day, and that's when we have our Women in Business lunch. So we generally get about 40 to 50 people come along to those lunches, which is pretty impressive. 17th of March, we've got to meet the Mayor and CEO of Whakatane District Council. We did one in Portakey at the end of last year, and we're currently just organising one for Kawerau as well. This is an opportunity to meet the Mayor and the CEO and find out what they're doing for businesses over the next 2.5 years. Later in the month, we're going to Beacon Print, and that's going to be really fascinating to see how they do our local paper. April, Noel Lemmings, so a National Alliance partner. Each year they hold a Business After 5 event where our members can go and get extra discounts and special promotions in store. If you're a golfer, 12th of May, we have our Chamber Golf Tournament, and that's going to be another big event where people from businesses right across the region will be in attendance. And then you see we've got BA5 Nicholson Autos, one of our sponsors. The Hopi Top 10 have been a member for a long time. We'll see what they do. And then in July, we're working with Industrial Symbiosis Kawerau to find out what they do and showcase what they're doing in the Kawerau region. So these are areas where our events, we're showcasing what our members do, highlighting to others what we've got in the region, and by bringing people together, we can learn more about these things. If you want to attend any of our events or know any more information about the chamber, you can email us on info@ebopchamber.co.nz. So that takes the end of the formal presentation. I see there's one question that's come through, but yeah, Angela, if we can open that up for questions now.
Awesome, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, if you do have any questions, please feel free to pop that in the chat or the Q&A function there at the bottom of your screen. We did get one question come through, Andrew. If someone was working, or an organisation was working in the biotechnology industry or sector, would you be able to let us know what members primarily profiles are within that sector that you have, and whether would be beneficial for them to join as a member?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly which ones are in that industry. Yeah, we have members that are across a range of industries, and certainly if you're into the biotechnology, we can certainly put you in touch with other companies. So I think Manuka Honey is one of the big ones that is based here, and yeah, so anybody who is in that sort of industry, we can put them in touch with other people. If it's purely about growing business, the RBP process can also help, but yeah, just basically meeting other people within that, showcasing what they do through our membership. If you want to promote your profile, we're happy to do that through our newsletter and mail outs, and yeah, each week we try to profile one of our members. We're just sort of slowly working through the member database. So yeah, if you're in that industry, yeah, reach out to us. We can have a chat about what we can do for you.
Great, thank you, Andrew. Just another question here that's come through. I know you touched on the Business Excellence Awards, but who can enter that?
So any business can enter the awards, so it's completely free to join. We've got it run over a number of categories, so we've changed the categories slightly from last time, where it was looked at certain industry sectors. This year what we've done is we've broken it up into categories that are more meaningful, I think, for the different business sizes. So we've got the 6 main excellence awards are emerging businesses, so businesses that have been operating less than 2 years, small business, which is 1 to 9 FTEs, medium business is 10 to 29 full-time employees, and large businesses is with 30 or more staff. Then there's one for a community organisation, because there are a lot of community, they're not necessarily profit businesses, but they do a lot of community work, and that allows it to open up to some of the church organisations or volunteer organisations that actually run a really good organisation, but are not necessarily there to make a profit for shareholders. And the other category we've got is Māori and Pacifica owned businesses. So within those 6 categories, they are the Excellence Awards, and they're judged across a range of 5 criteria, which are community contribution, innovation and adaptation, digital strategy and e-commerce, sustainability, health and well-being. And so for businesses who might be really good at one of those categories, but not necessarily across all of them, there are awards for those individual categories, as well as for the 6 big awards. And then from the winners of the 6 big awards, there's also a Supreme Award, which is the best business overall, and that's the kind of the highlight of the event. There's also individual awards for Business Leader of the Year Community Leader of the Year, and Young Employee of the Year and Young Leader of the Year. So that they will be nominated as opposed to entering, but the others, any business can enter into the awards and will be judged against those criteria.
Awesome, that's great. A range of categories there. And I know you said more information will come out around those awards. Would that just be available on your website, on the chamber website?
It'll be on our website, Facebook page. It'll be in our mail outs. Or if anybody is interested, just email us at info@ebopchamber.co.nz, and as information comes, we'll send it out to you. It should be coming out in the next month or so. All the criteria for entering. We're just in the final stages of putting that together, so can't say too much at this stage when it's going to open, but it will be in the next month. We'll be opening that up for entries.
Awesome, it's great. And who can attend? Who can attend that, Andrew?
Anybody can attend. It is a black tie event, so the cost is up there. So it generally is businesses that will buy a table.
Yeah.
But pretty much anybody who wants to support their business can come along.
Cool, that's great. Awesome. Just another question here that's come through. So how much does it cost to become a member of the Eastern Bay Chamber?
Okay, it's the cost is based on the size of the member organisation, and we haven't actually put our fees up for quite some time, so we're probably one of the less expensive. So for 1 to 5 FTEs, it's $160 plus GST. For 5 to 15 FTEs, it's $240 plus GST. 16 to 30 employees is $320, or 31 plus is $400 plus GST. And for that, they get all the member benefits. And if they've got 30 staff, then 30 staff get a membership card that they can use at Noel Leemings or Bunnings. So in terms of getting that, it's quite a small investment, and particularly if you're putting it out to your staff get all the benefits that you as a chamber member get as well.
Great, thank you. And I saw at the beginning of your presentation your awesome sponsors there. So what are the benefits of becoming a sponsor of the chamber?
So the sponsorship is basically the highest membership, and it's all there. There's the likes of HEG, Nova, and the Mill. But in addition to the normal benefits offered to members, sponsors are promoted on our website, our banners. They get special mention at all events, so such as this, they get their name out there. But they also get complimentary VIP tickets to our Business Excellence Awards. So it's definitely worth being there. And with our sponsors, everywhere we go at BA5s, where they all get a mention, and they get an opportunity if they want to showcase at BA5s or at events, and they get, I guess, first refusal for being able to showcase their business. So we do a lot of promotion for our sponsors, and in return we get a lot of support from them.
That's great. Thank you, Andrew. I don't see any more questions coming through at this time. So thank you for the presentation, Andrew. I'll pass it back over to you, Angela.
Thanks, Letts, and thank you, Andrew. Wonderful work that the Chamber is doing there. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing how you guys are supporting the business community in your region. So thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. If you need to get in touch with any of the participating organisations that are joining us over the series, the conference series, please head over to Connected. The team there will be able to facilitate any introductions that you might need. We've got 3 locations of Connected in the Bay of Plenty on screen there, so they will be happy to help you make a connection with any of the chambers in your region or any of the other participating organisations. Digital Boost is here supporting the business community with a free digital skills training platform available to any small business or their employees who want to boost or accelerate their digital transformation. Within that platform, we have a free diagnostic tool called Checkable. So this will provide you with a digital assessment of how your small business is performing, and then help you make some quick changes for quick wins, and then a robust longer term plan to help you with your digital presence. That does bring our session to a close. Once again, thank you to Andrew and the team from Eastern Bay Chamber for joining us this afternoon. Up next, we've got the team from Rotorua Chamber. Then we've got some of the economic development agencies joining us later this afternoon, and more government agencies joining us tomorrow. So we would love to see you in those sessions. Other than that, thanks again for joining us this afternoon, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Ka kite.